I realized the other day when I was talking about jealousy that actually jealousy, admiration, envy can be so empowering for us because if we shift our thinking to remember that if we are envious of what someone else has achieved or how someone else is showing up in their life or what they look like or anything, that means that gives us really good information about what we want in our life, like that we want to feel attractive or that there's some dream that we're not admitting to and that person represents that achievement or that dream. And this is good information because that means that we are realizing that we have dreams, and it's like a mirror for what it is that we want to get to. And the other amazing thing that I realized is that when there's an example of someone up there doing that, like there are people who write brilliantly, who are incredible dancers, who are amazing speakers, or they I've been talking a lot about singing. Like there's people that sing brilliantly, and when I can see them up there doing that, it should actually remind me that it is possible. It is completely plausible to be able to do it because someone up there is doing it right now. And so when I'm envious or feel jealous or want to do something that someone else is doing, if I flip that and realize that, well, I'm going to butcher it a little bit, but there was a meme out there that I'm not quoting exactly, but basically it said, welcome examples of well-being into your life. Because when people show you what well-being looks like, it actually helps you to surround yourself with that energy, you welcome what it is that you want to have. And the fact that it exists should actually be a positive thing for you. And I'm loving that because I know growing up, I felt like I didn't have a lot of Indian female examples of like singers, writers, artists. It didn't feel like the kind of thing that we would do out in the Western world. I mean, besides, yeah, when I say Western, I mean like not Bollywood, or not that that's a negative thing, but I just didn't know how it was possible. So for me to, if I had grown up around Indian women that were demonstrating that it is possible, or if I had become the Indian woman that showed that it was possible, that would be amazing, because then it's like, instead of somebody envying me or me envying the people that are achieving it, I'm like, wait a second, this is actually doable. Like, people out there can do this, so if they can do it, why can't I? There has to be a way. And to me, that's really gives a lot of hope, and it's more of a positive message instead of being like, oh, why not me? Like, why can't I achieve it? Which is kind of like what my video was like the last time. But I'm human. I have these like downfalls of the way that I think about things. But later on, I was like, wait a second, this is actually a great thing, because now I know what it is that I want in my life, and I don't need to achieve it the same way that that person does. But the fact that they are showing and modeling that that's possible, why can't it be possible for me? Why can't I open up that as like a real beautiful thing instead of like a thing that makes me angry? I forget who it was that was talking about how there's a certain world record for like sprinting, And because people knew what the world record was, they were always told that, you know, that's the ultimate goal. Like, it's not possible to go past that. So people believed that, and you know, went on with their days running, and just seeing that as like, it was like a glass ceiling that they created of their own, because that's what other people said is the world's greatest achievement. And so one person, maybe they didn't even know about the world record, and they just did their thing after training and doing whatever it is that they were doing to get to this really high level in sprint, and they surpassed that that world record. Now, that's amazing in itself, but the actually more amazing thing about it was that after that year, a bunch of people started breaking that original first record. The first world record that people said nobody could go past. One person went past it, and then all of a sudden other people could. It's not because there were suddenly born like these amazing sprinters out of nowhere during that time period. It was because someone showed them that it was possible. So they stopped considering the highest level, and they're like, well, maybe I could do more than that, because I think I can, and because I'm training, and because I don't believe in someone telling me what I can achieve. But the point is that when there's an example out there, it drives us. And I'm going to start reminding myself of that, instead of thinking, oh, there's an example out there that I'm jealous or envious of, so I should give up on this because I can't get there, or I'm not like them. No, what if I think, wow, there's an example out there like this actually drives me more, this makes me feel like this is so encouraging, and this makes me want to do this more and see the possibility of it. So yeah, I think jealousy, envy, whatever you want to call it, can actually be really empowering, because it shows us what we deeply desire, what we want to be like, what we want to achieve, and that's really, really good information. I'm going to use that the next time I feel even an ounce of envy, jealousy, whatever it is. I'm going to be like, thank you. I'm not going to be angry. I'm going to be like, thank you so much for showing that to me, because now I know what I want. And I know that people out there can do it. And you just served as a great example for me. Thanks all for listening.